Hi, we're Express 2.
I'm Rocky.
I'm Diesel.
And I'm Ashley, and you're watching Dancetracks Digital.
I first met Ashley, the first time I ever got introduced to him was in Black Market Records in Soho in London, 89, 90, round that period. And then it was just insane. We were going out like 5 nights a week. You know,
pretty much so.
Pyramid, there was Spectrum
Babylon.
on Monday, Shum, there was
Babylon was Thursday.
Rage, Shum was Wednesday.
Yeah.
So there was loads, always like mad warehouse parties.
Yeah. Monday night at the WAG, Norman J.
You know, all the people now that would be considered like techno DJs, or the people that would be drum and bass DJs, the people that would be house, the people that would be tech house, would all be playing at the same night. But you know, we all played kind of a similar sort of sound as well.
The whole kind of early rave thing was quite interesting, you know. But then, as that sound got more and more kind of hardcore, and then we kind of went garage. Do you know what I mean? It was a real kind of. That's when I think it started to split. The first club I came to in New York was it was Mars. Mars was like house on one floor, hip hop on another floor. Do you know what I mean? Old disco on another floor. It's a crazy place.
All of us have kind of always had this sort of love affair with New York, from like the Garage and the Saint and all those kind of the clubs, and all the way up through. And we've always sort of like had one eye on what's going on here. The first time that I came here anyway was in '94, and we came for the what was that called?
New Music
Seminar. That was it. Specifically to go to the Sound Factory to hear Junior Vasquez. Was absolutely blown away by that experience.
We went in the studio to make our first record in October '92. And we just, you know, that whole kind of.
It's that European American thing.
Yeah, it was like, it was kind of like, it was that wild pitch sound and that kind of, you know, that kind of dark New York sound kind of mixed together.
Wanted to go out and DJ, but didn't want to have to hang around, like, you know, stand there waiting while the other guys played their couple of records. So the idea was so that we could all play at the same time. So like, you'll be playing your 2 tracks, but then while you're playing your 2 tracks, the others are free to like run some loops or like, you know, little samples or whatever over the top of what you're doing.
But there is a lot of interaction.
But there's the turntables, but also there's the CDJs as well.
And we used to pioneer mixer with the effects on and stuff like that.
And I'm on the mic, running the mic through the effects. It's like Kraftwerk on decks.
All we set out to do with Lazy was make a deep house record with David Byrne singing. That was all we wanted to do, and that was what we did.
When we played it at Fabric for the first time, and on the second time when the chorus came round, people were singing the chorus.
That's the same for me.
I'd never heard it before. It was the first time we played it. And it was like, the story goes back 5 years previous to making the record. In '96, David Byrne got in touch with us because we used to do another thing called the Ballistic Brothers, and wanted to know if we would support him on his European tour.
Because he thought we were a live band.
But we're not a band, we wouldn't be able to do it. So we said, look, you know, thanks, but
no thanks.
And then we got, you know, 5 years forward, and then we were just in the studio. Our engineer suggested it, said it sounds a bit kind of Talking Heads-ish, and we were like, give him a call, let's phone the management, and he agreed straight away.
Wouldn't it be mad? Wouldn't it be fine? Lazy, lucky lady dancing, loving all the time.
Retrospective album coming out next year.
That's going to involve like just some of our best tracks. Some of the remixes that we've done of other people's stuff. Some of the remixes that people have done of our stuff.
Got also an album coming out on NRK on Coast to Coast. I'm really happy with what we picked for.
Yes, the one's a bit kind of underground and cutting edge, and the other one's a bit more like some classic house stuff that maybe wasn't as big, you know, sort of a bit more undergroundy stuff.
They've got an internet jukebox. I've never seen one before.